And let's see who's up next. Oh, yes. All right, so the next comedian, we just actually talked to them. Not a traveling comedian, but you kind of live here, but then you left, came back again. You know, I was setting stuff up in the room. So, lovely human being, best energy in the fucking room. Like, what the fuck, you know? Like, you should stop comedy, you should quit this shit, and you should just do those things where, like, you see in American movies where you travel and show people how to live life. Like, that's what you should do. And just put a few jokes here and there, but that's how you're gonna get rich. Anyway, please give it up for Marin!
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Everyone give it up for the host. So this is my first time doing stand-up in Barcelona. Thank you. And I've been telling everyone that this is my international comedy debut. Thank you. It's a lie, though. I realized I lied. The first time I ever did stand-up was in front of a bunch of French people in France. And they only really spoke French, so, and I don't, so I'm just glad that everyone here speaks English. I'm here studying abroad for the semester. I've been here, I travel, I leave, but I'm here. And does anyone want to guess where I'm from?
The U.S.
Thank you, yes, that is true. What gave it away? Everyone always asks about culture shock, and for me it's more just a question of change and adjusting to change. It's not, I just struggle with change. The only two main things of culture shock for me have been the PDA and the tourists for me here. Regarding the PDA, like physical displays of affection, it's not like that in the US. Like, people don't really like each other. They don't really touch each other. It's like, what are we doing? Here, like, everyone loves everyone, and it's beautiful, but it catches me off guard a little bit. On the metro, people are making out, and I go, and then I have to point it out. I'm like, oh, look. But it's mostly okay now. The other day, I walked past a couple. They were laying down on a bench. I wasn't fazed. I was only fazed by the coat that they had over their heads. I'm like, what are you trying to hide? It's very obvious what you're doing. Just own it. I was thinking maybe one of them's like embarrassed. Maybe they're having an affair. You never know. I've enjoyed getting to be more independent here. I'm still calling my parents like almost every day, but we have an ocean now separating us, so inherently I'm more independent. I like to think that I'm brave for that. Thank you so much. I have a few fears though, not really, but when I'm in a situation and then I think about the worst thing that could happen in that very situation, then you could say I have a few temporary phobias. You know, like for example, I was on the bus the other day, I wasn't wearing my seatbelt, we were going down a super steep, windy road, and I just thought, what if the bus driver doesn't know how to drive and we all die? I've been on so many buses before in my life. I've never had this issue. I took the bus to school when I was a kid, I've taken it, honestly, every year of my life, I would say, never had an issue. I don't know why this fazed me. I was scared of buses. And similarly, a few months ago, I went to Majorca. Has anyone been to Majorca? Yeah, it's pretty great. It's pretty close, right? It's like a pretty short flight. And I've always loved flying. I was like, why can't it be longer? And I get on this flight. It was during the storm. The main issue for me during this was that I was flying a budget airline. I was flying Vueling. It was a 14-year-old flight. I was like, oh, this can't be safe. Why did I pay $14 for this? And it was during a tropical storm. And we're flying over water. I'm like, this is not normal. And this storm had a name. Like, you know it's bad when they give a bunch of rain clouds a human name. I was sitting there on the plane and we were flying through a cumulonimbus cloud called Ingrid. I'm like, what is happening? I've never understood why you've had to use seatbelts on planes. I was sitting there and I learned it. I was like getting air as I was like strapped into the seat. I kept tightening it. I was like, oh God, I'm gonna die. I was like, oh my gosh. And I didn't know how short the flight was. I didn't believe it. And so when we started to land, we started the descent, I thought it was an emergency water landing. And I was just like, oh God, like I don't know that I'm gonna die. Like everyone else does, because everyone else speaks Catalan, Spanish. Like I'm just gonna not know that I'm dying, and then everyone else will be there. But and when we landed, someone started to clap. It wasn't me, but someone started clapping on the plane. probably an American. And I thought, hey, at least that wasn't me. You know, it would have to get really bad if I have to clap at the end of a plane or at the end of a bus. You know, like hopefully it doesn't get to that point. Anyways, thank you so much. My name is Meredith Feely.